How Polkadot rallied to top 10 and Swiss accepts crypto for tax payments. What's going on, guys? Randy here with another daily crypto video. Before I get into today's content, I just wanted to let you know about the Brave browser. If you haven't downloaded it yet, it is just like Google Chrome. You can download Google Chrome extensions, but the main things that are really cool with it, it blocks trackers and ads, saves you on bandwidth, saves you on time, but even cooler, when you click ads like this one here for crypto.com, you get paid in basic attention token. So far, for the month of September, I've earned almost 15 basic attention tokens, totaling $3.67. And really, the month has just started, so we'll see how the month progresses with that. But when BAT gets to its all-time high of almost $1, that's that's going to be almost $15 just for using a browser that I would be using anyway. So if you want to get in on the action, there's a link down in the description below. All right, so the content, Polkadot just went on this absolute tear, and I'm going to go into why that happened from an article made by Decrypt called How Polkadot Surged from Nowhere into the Top 10 Cryptocurrencies. So, Polkadot's token DOT has risen from nowhere to number 7 cryptocurrency by market cap. DOT saw its circulating supply inflated by 10 times last month in a process called redenomination. Redenomination isn't the only factor behind DOT's meteoric rise, according to experts. Blockchain interoperability project Polkadot wasn't even in the top 100 cryptocurrency rankings 3 weeks ago. Now it sits at number 7, with a market capitalization of over $3.7 billion. It's a meteoric rise, and it's at least partly down to something called redenomination. On August 21st, after a community vote, DOT was redenominated, meaning that the circulating supply of the token was inflated by 10 times. The process is similar to a stock split, which can see the value of the stock rise substantially after the event, as small investors perceive it as becoming more affordable. And I think that's very true. You look at Bitcoin, people want to own one full coin at least. With Bitcoin, you can own portions. With the old DOT system, you could own portions, but a full one eventually would have cost $1,000 or so. With the redenomination, now you can get DOT for $5. It'll probably get up to 15, 20, 30, who knows, in this next cycle. And probably well beyond that. I mean, in the near future, we're talking $15 to $20. Long term, I mean, hundreds of dollars, but it's still more affordable than thousands. And like it says here, small investors see that and they want to own a full DOT. And now they can easily because of this redenomination. So token splits are like new stock splits. The primary motive of a stock split is to make shares seem more affordable to small investors, increasing liquidity in the stock. And the Polkadot community's reasoning for redenomination has followed similar lines. The decision to devalue DOT was taken to make the token easier to calculate and therefore buy more ergonomic. In the words of the platform's creator, Gavin York, in addition, the early decision limiting Polkadot's initial supply at 10 billion was ostensibly an arbitrary one. The process required a community referendum, which took place in July, with 86% of the community in agreement, and you can see that chart right here. But Polkadot had a 3-year journey. DOT isn't exactly a new token. The project launched in 2017 and has been in development for over 3 years. In recent months, as well as the redenomination, there have been several major changes, not least the launch of the Polkadot mainnet in May. In fact, arguably, the most pivotal event in the project's history was another community vote to allow holders to transfer their tokens. Prior to that, transferring tokens had been very difficult. The transferring vote finally enabled exchanges to list DOT. Binance and Kraken swiftly did so, and they were actually accused by Polkadot community of jumping the gun. All right, so the prognosis for Polkadot. Notably, DOT's traded volume also surged in recent weeks, topping $1.4 billion on August 27th. It's fair to say that transformability and redenomination have caused quite a bit of confusion, but most importantly, it hasn't dampened enthusiasm in the project. It's a reflection of the superb job the foundation has done community building around the globe, and Corey Miller, who heads up growth. So, Polkadot kind of did things differently than Cardano. Cardano launched this token back in 2017, and they didn't have a working product, but they've been slowly building it, whereas Polkadot launched around the same time, and they built it, but they didn't have the token out, so there's not this community pressure to get something out, kind of like for Cardano. Everybody wants to see the product, everybody wants it to come out, whereas Polkadot didn't have that pressure, and maybe it worked to their advantage. I don't think it's going to budge Cardano and Charles Hoskinson to hurry. He's pretty set in what he wants to do with Cardano, and that's great. It's just two different approaches. Main thing is with Polkadot is that there's all these things, all these projects being built on top of Polkadot before the DOT token was even released, Kusama, things like that. So it's just interesting to see the two different projects, two different blockchains taking two totally different approaches. Next story. Swiss canton of Zug to accept Bitcoin and Ethereum for tax payments. It's a great adoption story, and good to see that there are countries and regions starting to to accept crypto for taxes. So Switzerland's canton of Zug, home to the so-called Crypto Valley, will start accepting Bitcoin and Ether for tax payments as the popularity of crypto assets keeps on rising. According to Bloomberg, in a statement, the canton revealed residents will be able to use the top two cryptocurrencies for tax payments in February 2021, with the trial of the tax scheme set to come in the next few weeks. The statement added, tax settlement by means of cryptocurrency will be available to both companies and private individuals up to an amount of 100,000 Swiss francs, which is equal to about 109,670 US dollars. The region of about 127,000 will start accepting cryptocurrency payments via the Zug-based broker Bitcoin Swiss, which will convert the BTC and ETH to Swiss francs before transferring the funds to the state. Zug is well known for its low corporate taxes, and it has been accepting Bitcoin payments for certain government services since 2016. Several cryptocurrency firms are based in the region. Bitcoin's recent rally during the coronavirus pandemic and subsequent economic downturn has seen various experts suggest it may act as an inflation hedge. Nicholas Jin, founder and chairman of Bitcoin Swiss, said, "Everybody cares about a $0.5 trillion market. There's almost nothing controversial about trading Bitcoin anymore. It's completely mainstream," which is great to hear. You want to hear stuff like that. As Crypto Globe reported earlier this year, the Swiss municipality of Zermatt started accepting Bitcoin as a means of payment for local taxes and official transactions. Zermatt is also accepting Bitcoin with the help of Bitcoin Swiss. Yeah, so great news there. Nice little story in a small area of the world. And those are the kind of places you need to start adopting Bitcoin so it goes to even bigger countries. So let me know in the comments below, what do you think of Polkadot and their ecosystem? And are you holding DOTs? What do you think DOTs will reach in this coming bull run as far as price valuation goes? If you guys like daily content, consider subscribing to the channel, like the video, and I will see you guys tomorrow.